started yelling, "What are you doing? Get out of our house."
I was already on the phone with 911 because I didn't know what was going on.
Instinctively, Kevin grabs a firearm for protection, and as soon as the man sees it, he takes off running.
Hey, what's up and welcome back, fellow Chaos critics. Today we're going to be watching a show from A&E called Neighborhood Wars. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a pretty wild show. Sometimes it makes you laugh, sometimes it makes you cry, sometimes it pisses you off, sometimes you don't know how to feel. And I've gotten pretty addicted to the show, and I'm ready to watch it. I hope you are too.
It's a
All right, where are we starting off today? Buffalo, New York. Put it in the comments, please.
Is arriving to check on the neighbors who recently moved in next door, when the calm is suddenly thrown into chaos.
Yo, we see what kind of episode we're getting into.
A friend visiting the neighbor backs out of the driveway at a high rate of speed, crashing right into the van. Hearing the crash from their backyard, several neighbors step
he's
outside
kind of
to get a look
stumbling,
at
huh?
the crash themselves.
I don't really need to move. I'm gonna find my way out. Y'all not gonna move.
The man gets back into his vehicle and starts blasting his music before the car suddenly moves and puts the neighbors at risk of injury.
Bro. Dang, bro. That's wild. He just keeps trying to go. Oh, no, no. Yo. Whoa, that is wild.
Right over the neighbor's peonies. Barely missing the terrified neighbor.
Worried about her flowers, bro?
Later,
Dang.
the neighbors take their security camera videos to
The cat's
Buffalo
chilling.
police. A few
That's
days pass
wild,
before
dude.
the driver is arrested, and he's charged with second-degree attempted assault and criminal mischief. His case is still ongoing. Thankfully, the driver doesn't.
He kind of drove like he had warrants or something already.
And the neighbors are able to enjoy their summer evenings and their newly recovered peony bushes in peace.
Dude, dang.
In Battle Creek, Michigan.
Battle Creek, Michigan?
Feud between
Comments,
two neighbors
please.
over lake access shows no sign of abating. Justin Schott is driving by when he spots his neighbor mowing their yard.
They were gonna stay away from my dock until we got a resolution. This is what we came home to.
Justin's boat launch is on an easement near the neighbor's property, and Justin thinks the neighbor is getting too close to his dock and now plans to tell him so.
There's a court order in place. Or do you not understand?
So they must have some
The
bad
neighbor
blood.
ignores Justin while driving in his vicinity, before
Like
cutting
some
in
fights
and
or something
passing by.
ahead of time. Like,
As we've profiled previously, these
I
two
mean-
have argued over Justin's dock before.
Get your machine off my yard.
Sorry, buddy. Got
I don't know, I think at that point you might have to put a fence around it or something, huh?
Along very well with my neighbors. This man actually is a bully in every definition.
This neighbor war
Okay.
has been raging for years and is leading to another showdown. The neighbor finishes up with the mower, but the yard work isn't done yet.
Uh-oh, we got a weed whacker to start. He's dangerous.
Now holding a grass trimmer, the neighbor makes his way towards Justin again.
You know,
But
I mean, he
Justin
says he's a
doesn't back away
bully,
and
but at
carries
this
on
point, he
recording.
kind of seems like he's just cutting his grass.
Down the protected wetland foliage.
Suddenly, contact
okay.
is made, and then made again, until chaos erupts.
I don't know about the foliage situation.
The neighbor
Foliage.
appears to swing his weed whacker in Justin's direction, and a scuffle ensues. At one point, the weed whacker is jarred free, which Justin picks up and hurls into the lake.
Oh, bro.
The police are not long to arrive.
This is what happens when you assault and batter people with a deadly weapon and actually get caught on video.
Justin keeps recording as the police take a statement from his neighbor. And then Justin gives his version of events.
He's moving his way that direction, and you pushed him.
That's
toward
because
the lake,
he
and then
started slamming himself into me.
The issue is that he's getting charged with felonious assault. I'm also
Dang.
charging you with assault and battery. So
Yeah, I think they're about. That's what I was
Justin
thinking,
complies
man.
with the officers,
It kinda
and
looked like both
men
of
are
them.
arrested for assault and battery. As this battle at Battle Creek continues to wage on.
Dang. Yeah, it kind of looked like both of them were at fault,
Island,
man.
Washington is a picturesque
Yeah.
vacation area.
If you come
within
from
the Puget Sound,
Camino Island,
and nestled there is a childhood
throw it in the
home
comments,
of fashion
please.
designer Jersey Virago and her siblings.
My mom's house is located in a pretty quiet neighborhood,
she has
and
a
like everybody's pretty nice.
a
to each other,
unique
says hi. I still feel
makeup
very attached
aesthetics.
to the house. I have a lot of memories in it. It took care of my mother.
After their mother passes away, Jersey's younger brother Michael takes the lead in watching over the property. But when he moves out, the local neighbors begin complaining about the comings and goings from the house. After learning of this,
All right.
Jersey and her other siblings, who are all co-owners of the property, go to the home to investigate and learn several people they don't know claim to have an agreement with Michael to live in the house.
We all
Oh,
made
man.
a plan to go there and kind of see
Oh
what's going
well,
on with the house.
kind of looks a little beat up.
Why are you here?
Jersey and her other siblings start asking questions of the people who claim they have a right to live there.
We had an agreement with him.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's voided. Like, you guys didn't pay. Nobody paid anything.
That wasn't the
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Michael
man.
doesn't own this house. I just need you guys to go.
When Jersey demands that one of the people needs to leave, he pleads his case for staying to the police.
His sister is currently standing in my door.
It's not your door. It's not your door. You don't live here. They weren't paying rent. They weren't on a lease. I don't know if he paid my brother rent.
She's not even a landlord, she's the sister, and she's just thinking she can enter my room.
A landlord.
Man, dude.
They all own the house. We all own the house.
An officer
squatters
coming
and
there
stuff?
saying that we have to
Ah.
go to the courts and there's nothing that we can do.
Frustrated that they can't take action on this visit, Jersey and her siblings spend the next year pushing the issue through the court system, where a judge ultimately rules in their favor, giving them the authority
that's
to
good.
kick the unwanted tenants out
Yeah,
of the
good.
house.
I mean,
We didn't know exactly the process of
It would
like,
be
how
so
this was
wrong
gonna
to not
go.
let them do
Like,
it,
I just
but-
knew it was up to the sheriff to
there are some videos out there where the squatters the people have had to go to some crazy lengths. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it's completely real, but there's one where a guy plays music and tries to put water under the freak and hires another dude just to come in and torment the chick. But yeah, I've heard some crazy things about squatters being able to get into homes and making it hell for the people to get them out.
tell them that they had a certain amount of hours to get out of there.
No, if you go on the property, not what you did, you're subject to being arrested.
The sheriff's department monitors the eviction day as the tenants scramble to remove their belongings from the property,
Man.
while Jersey waits to gain entry.
Whoa, that's a lot of all that stuff, and they're not even paying rent.
Finally go in.
With the green
Dang,
light,
dude.
the siblings are finally able to take back control of the property.
I hope it's
and
not
they're shocked by what they
it.
see.
It's kind of bad.
This is craziness.
Yeah,
Seeing my
dang.
mom's house in that state, it was just super sad. That was our house growing up.
But you got my mom's house back.
Yeah,
With
dude.
the unwanted tenants gone, Jersey and her older brother turn their attention to restoring the house back to the way it was, so it can be sold.
That house gave me and my family like a lot of happy memories. And so I would hope that someone can live there that can honor it.
Despite the dark and dingy experience, Jersey is optimistic about the future.
It was just
That's
a lot
good,
for
man.
me. And I know other people have gone through this.
Yeah,
and are
dude,
going
that
through it.
sucks.
And
Any of you
I mean,
ever gone through
Yoko
this?
Bill, too.
So gross. But we got my mom's
You guys rent out your place or run B&Bs and come back and it's
This
just
is the
torn up.
bariatric gelatin.
Moving is easy when you think you're moving to the nice part of town. So when Colette Ayala
Hey, if you're from
and Rick
Tucson,
Hansen
Arizona,
head to their new
comments,
apartment in
please.
Tucson, they can't wait to become part of the community.
We came to this side of the neighborhood because on the south side it was just way worse.
It's a small place, so being out on our front porch is a luxury for us.
Spending so much time on
All
the
right.
front porch, it's not long before Colette and Rick meet their next door neighbors. And they start noticing some concerning behavior almost immediately.
When I first seen the neighbors, they were coming out at night, I noticed.
The people that they have in and out of there, it's never the same person
yeah.
twice. We
Just
moved
from right there, it
that
seems like the
for that
neighbors were kind of
purpose.
like,
And
Hey, we got a new
don't
neighbor.
want it here.
It's the people that are there, the people that are coming, huh?
Their patio. Rick and Colette install security cameras and start to document the intense yelling next door.
At moments they come out yelling, and it's sometimes scary to even go out because you don't know who's going to be out there.
Fed up with what Rick and Colette claim are the neighbors' guests hanging out on the patio, disrupting their sleep with late-night conversations, Rick starts verbally chasing them off.
No, you're not here.
Stop!
Quit camping out here, dude.
My camera's on live, streaming live.
Whatever they're doing on our front porch is just weird.
We have a 15-year-old kid here, and I didn't want to come out of my house to see this. Get the out of here.
That's how we live right now, and we don't want to live like that.
One day,
Yeah, I don't think anybody would want
neighbor
to.
confronts them about their security camera.
That does suck.
This isn't illegal. Oh, there you are. This is legal, yo. 100%.
Her telling me that it was a felony to have the camera, I was at my breaking point.
Right after Rick and Colette think they've seen it all, Rick is home alone when a shocking scene begins unfolding right outside their front door.
Suddenly I heard over a loudspeaker. I was in shock because the neighborhood that we live in, it's a really nice neighborhood, and usually stuff like this, especially SWAT, doesn't just show up at our apartment.
According to
Man,
Colette
this
and
would be
Rick,
crazy.
One of the neighbors is taken away by the agents. Left behind is their female neighbor, who continues to have frequent visitors. Today, Colette and Rick's neighbors have yet to move out, so they're keeping their cameras running and remaining vigilant.
We're not laying this guys down, and the
I
day
wonder what
that we move
happened.
out, we'll be out there just watching.
We have a 15-year-old.
What do you guys think that was all about?
Come out of my house to see this.
I don't know,
The
man.
following
I'd
story
probably
contains disturbing material.
not everybody can just
It
move,
is
but I would
many
look.
people's worst fear: an armed home invasion.
Oh, what the?
In North Carolina, neighbor Jessica McCoss
Yep, from
is being
Greensboro,
kept
North Carolina.
pretty busy.
Comments, please.
I am a 43-year-old
Dang, that's crazy.
mother, and I have a 4-year-old right now who keeps me on my toes.
And Jessica's family is also settling into a new house.
It's
Nice
a quiet
places.
neighborhood on the east side of Greensboro. It was our first home.
But Jessica's first home is nearly her last, as she explains.
It was just like any other night. You know, we put our son to bed.
But later, as Jessica and her family sleep, a stranger approaches.
It was 3:30 in the morning when an intruder appeared in our backyard.
Jessica's family dog, Nitro, is the first to sense trouble.
Yeah, man. I've
The
had
stranger
something happen like this,
peers
and my
inside
dog
the
let
back
me
door
know.
for a few moments before pulling a gun from his pocket.
I got a little
and
corgi. I
tapping.
love that dude. His
The
name's
sound
Watson. I'll have to bring him
awakens
on one day.
Jessica's husband, and he leaves the bedroom to investigate. Before realizing, the armed stranger outside has a gun. Jessica's husband immediately runs back into the bedroom.
I was woke up.
Get the dog
by
in.
my
Get the dog, man.
husband Screaming, call 911. There's someone outside with a gun.
Because the guy, we just saw that he got
The
in.
stranger
What
fires
the?
twice into the house.
The next thing I know, there's bullets coming in, and I am just freaking out.
The man
Dude,
fires into
what
the
the
door,
fuck?
shattering its glass.
Oh, man.
I was kneeling down,
Dude.
calling 911, and all I could think about was my son is in the other room.
Yeah, man. And this dude's just shooting in the
That was probably
house.
one of the worst feelings, knowing that there
Bro.
was an active shooter and I couldn't get to my own child.
Do you have a weapon yourself? I hope so.
Would have
But,
expected
I mean,
something like this to
they
happen
probably
to my
would be going for it.
The man fires a round into Jessica's bedroom.
Dude.
And when he pulls the trigger again, the gun appears to jam
Oh, it's jammed.
or be
Yep.
out of bullets.
I don't know if his gun wasn't working. Something was looking out for our
Or out.
family
You can
because he
tell.
just
Yeah, it
turned
looks like
around
it's
and
out of
left.
battery. Dude.
Jessica's husband grabs their son from his bedroom. And Jessica eventually
I'm glad the
ventures
dude.
out
I'm
to
glad
let the
none of them
police
got
in.
hit. Man, that
But
is
the gunman
wild.
is now long gone.
Just walks
leaving
in
Jessica
shooting
wondering
through.
why her family
Like,
is being targeted.
We don't know who this person was. We don't know if they're going to return. After
I
that,
hope-
we never felt safe again in that house.
Yeah, I mean,
Jessica and her family decide to move soon after the attack.
We're currently in a new neighborhood, very quiet life here in the country.
And while Jessica and her family are extremely grateful,
I mean,
that
it can
they
still
survived
happen in the
this
country.
ordeal, the incident still weighs on her.
I don't know how you guys feel, but I was saying earlier that I had something happen like this to me. And my dog, he was the first one to notice. He's a little corgi and he doesn't have any legs and he can't do too much, but he was able to see that dude and let me know. And I don't know how you feel about, you know, the Second Amendment, but I am an avid, you know, advocate for the Second Amendment. And I believe that, you know, if I didn't have my firearms at that night, it could have been totally different because I actually had to draw it and, you know, charge my weapon for it to finally click in the guy's head to get out of my house. So even if you live out in the woods and, you know, or out in the country, I think that you should own a firearm, or, you know, and train with it and learn how to protect yourself, because somebody can't be there all the time to protect you.
It's tough, but I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we survived.
The town of Weiser in western Idaho
Yeah,
is a small
Weiser.
community, just the way resident
Say it ain't
Ariel
so.
Graham likes it.
This area
If you're
is
from Weiser,
comprised mostly of
throw it in the
farmers.
comments, please.
Ariel and her family enjoy the rural atmosphere.
We live on just a little bit over 1 acre, and
Hey,
it
that's a
is
nice
country
little
living
place, man.
through.
And with country living comes country neighbors.
Good morning.
Just like the guy living next door to Ariel.
My first impression of my neighbors was that
Yeah, right there,
they
he
were
kind of seemed nice,
we saw
but
each other every day.
But Ariel's cordial relationship with her neighbor quickly sours, all starting with a piece of paper.
We received our survey in the mail, and we noticed that this easement was on our land. An easement is a piece of land that 2 or more parties use to access another piece of land.
But when Ariel emails her neighbors regarding this easement development, she claims the neighbors suddenly go silent.
Their initial response was nothing. They completely ignored me.
And then Ariel believes the neighbor begins
Now what's the
taking
situation?
pictures
It's
of her
just
property. She claims to see him at night, where it looks like he's taking flash pictures of her land. Ariel has seen enough.
I was ready to protect my family, and I decided to confront him.
Ariel gets
All right,
her
now
chance
this one,
a few days later when she claims to
it's
see
not
her
letting us in
neighbor
on
recording
enough.
again near her
It said it was on her land, but they're both use it, and so now she doesn't want them to use it. Is that what's going on?
Mention of his alleged previous visit.
You were recording my house at night.
No, I wasn't.
We caught you on camera. We were
good.
upstairs.
Well, that's just great because I'm just filming all the stuff that you guys are doing.
What are we doing? Oh, living on our property?
Documenting you blocking my easement.
We don't need to film us on our land.
I can do whatever I
Yeah,
want.
that's what it sounds like then.
That's on our land.
That's on my easement.
It doesn't take long for the conversation to turn into a property dispute.
This is an easement.
This is our driveway. And the shipping container is our driveway.
Driveway comes to the line.
Man, this kind of seems like
To show you, I have it on the
You're a stalker.
there's not somewhere else that.
You know what? The sheriff is not making us move it.
The sheriff made a mistake.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
they don't
did.
make mistakes.
But the topic of easement
I don't know. Something
turns into
seems
a conversation
a little weird,
on
man.
alleged harassment.
Stop filming us.
No.
You're scary.
No, too bad.
Okay,
So sad.
this is for the judge when we file a restraining order on you for stalking us.
I'm not doing anything.
The neighbor claims to be documenting his land, but this leaves
How do y'all feel
Ariel
about this one,
feeling
man?
upset.
This kind of seems like it's.
in front of our home.
It didn't even need to
Our
happen.
only safe space. Every single day.
I'll be doing it every single day.
I was shaking.
Does he use this easement? I mean, why put the shipping container in front of it though, really?
Something like this before.
You started this, lady.
You have
Lady,
gotten
you
enough
started
footage.
this.
No, your lawyer can respond to ours. I am done asking you to leave our family alone.
I don't care what
Leave
you
us
want.
alone. Okay, you won't leave us alone? You're not
I'm done asking you to leave us alone. Leave us alone.
But the neighbor claims he has a
I
right
don't know,
to
man.
record.
That is true. You do.
You're getting angry.
Yes.
Especially at a time like this, I would be recording too.
At this point, I had had enough.
You think it's funny?
I think
you're
it's
a
hilarious.
sick person.
You're psycho.
Ariel decides to leave, and the argument ends. But Ariel goes to the police and gets a court order against her neighbor.
Thankfully, the protection order keeps him from being within 500 feet of our home.
But Ariel is uncertain about the future.
We are hopeful that eventually they will not be allowed to come through anymore and that we can move on with our lives.
So he uses the easement, it sounds like to me. And they put a shipping container in front of it because they found out it was on their property. It sounds like, I don't know, that was a weird story. You tell me what you guys think about that.
Is a quiet and peaceful town
From Salina,
surrounded
Oklahoma?
by
Put it in the
natural
comments,
beauty.
please.
It's the perfect place for Kevin and Rachel Pritchett to raise their 2 children.
We have a farm and it sits on 20 acres.
The best thing about living where we live is it's very quiet. Our neighbors are super nice,
Yeah, I bet.
but everybody stays to themselves.
With so much space and so many farm animals to look after, the family has
That was
3
a sudden
guard dogs
change.
to help deter
Thought I missed
unwanted
something there.
visitors.
If anyone besides our family comes onto our property, they're automatically on high alert.
Yeah, I think living out in the
barking and
country,
growling.
you're gonna have to have a
One
dog.
evening, as the family is relaxing, the dogs start doing just that.
Yeah, man. Like I said,
A man they've never seen before starts frantically knocking on their back door.
just out in the middle of
What are you
nowhere.
doing? Get out of our house.
I was already on the
what?
phone with 911 because I didn't know what was going on.
He said he got beat up.
Kevin grabs a firearm for protection, and as soon as the man sees it, he takes off running.
Oh no.
I immediately just assumed he was out to harm me and my family.
I mean, better safe than sorry, dude.
Really had
He didn't
no
shoot him.
idea what was to come next.
The man hops a fence, landing in a pasture that's guarded by one of the dogs.
He's obviously trying to find an exit off of our property.
And although they can't see
Something's
the man,
fishy there, because if the
Kevin and
guy
Rachel
was in
hear him
need,
struggling.
he probably, I don't know. I can't read it, but I would have probably dropped down.
Had a general idea
Like,
of
help,
where he
man.
was.
Yes, he's under the tractor. I hear something.
Finally, the police arrive, and Kevin points out the man's hiding spot.
We did have a sense of relief after the officer had him in handcuffs.
Running from the law? Yeah, I'm strung out, man. Strung out bad.
The stranger,
Dang,
who
yeah.
is from the area, is ultimately
Ah.
arrested, but the exact charges against him are unknown. The video of the incident
Yeah, I think
is
it was good for
posted
that guy to
online,
have his
where
weapon.
It's viewed over 800,000 times.
That's a lot
with
of
many
times.
people praising the Pritchett's handling of the situation and the help of their
Yeah,
four-legged
man.
friends.
Our dogs
Same
were
here.
the true heroes here because he just kind of gave up and laid down in our yard and waited for the police to come because he knew if the guard dogs got to him, it wouldn't be good.
You guys did such a good job.
Yeah, man. You do love your dog a little bit more after stuff like that.
After years away,
My little
38-year-old
Watson,
social
dude.
worker Brittany Fuller and her partner Steven moved back to a leafy suburb in San Diego, California. to
Hey,
live
from
with
San
her elderly
Diego,
mother.
throw it in the
It's absolutely
comments.
amazing to be in my childhood home. I believe the house was built in 1985 and I was born in 86. So we are the original homeowners.
And
Dang,
Brittany and
okay.
her partner adore the neighborhood.
There's definitely a lot more houses now than there were initially since I grew up here.
Yeah,
But
man, that's
it's
true.
still
Everything's blowing
Some
up,
of the
even
neighbors
where
are
I
actually
live.
still the same
It's a
after
small little
30
place,
years.
and it's
a great
starting to
community,
grow.
And I really like it here.
Next door to Brittany and her mom lives a woman in her 60s and her husband.
Having known her for 30 years, I never in a million years would have expected her to start acting and doing the things that she has been doing.
One day, Brittany notices some work
For that to be
taking
so
place
sudden,
in her
it could
neighbor's
be
yard.
something
So
with
she
her
starts
age,
recording,
too.
And she's concerned about how close the structure is to her boundary.
All right, it looks like we found the property line. So yeah, this is ours, up to that sprinkler, it looks like.
We knew that they were constructing something in the backyard, but we weren't exactly sure what was going on.
Brittany claims
Okay.
she tells her neighbor she is contacting the city to check that they have the correct building permits. According to Brittany, the neighbor reacts badly and becomes unfriendly and makes
Oh,
strange
whoa.
gestures at Brittany's security cameras. A few weeks later, when
That
Brittany
was
comes home from a
strange.
trip, she is astonished by what she finds.
I couldn't believe there was this huge structure being built 3 feet from my fence. It looks like a 2-story apartment building.
Brittany believes the neighbors are taking advantage of a new law in California that allows additional dwellings in backyards.
Huh.
Brittany discovers the building
You
is
guys
the
know
code,
about this?
but she is afraid that any potential occupant might be able to see into her backyard. So she puts up a privacy screen.
I don't feel like my house is a place where I can, walk in my backyard now without feeling like someone's looking at me.
Brittany complains to the neighbor, and their relationship deteriorates
I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a problem with everybody living so close together anyway. I
Without
mean,
warning, the neighbor appears through a hole in the fence, so Brittany starts recording.
Yeah, tape it.
I'm just videoing her, babe. I'm not saying anything back.
Out of nowhere, the neighbor starts talking about Brittany's mom, who was visiting family out of town.
Remember when she goes away? You know why? Because she's afraid of you. You told me
What?
that your mother is mentally sick. You hate your mom.
I was surprised that she just was saying all these totally bizarre things, some of them extremely hurtful. I was upset. I was really sad.
Next, the neighbor turns her attention to Brittany and her complaints about the new building.
You tell people that you love everybody. No, you do not. Just because you don't have the view of my backyard, you hate it. Why don't you make your own? For once, start working.
At this point, I'm really frustrated. It made me angry. I mean, when does it
you
end?
see, I mean, these.
You put in here, love wings, you should put painted wings because that's what you're doing.
It was scary to be.
It is. I mean, it could be something with her age.
I can't
So,
make this
I
woman
don't.
stop.
After this day, Brittany is granted a temporary order of protection against the neighbor by the courts.
Yeah, man, this is a little
The
weird.
relationship with the neighbor continues to be poor. When the neighbors go back to court, the judge lifts the restraining order. So Brittany realizes she has to make peace with the neighbor and the new building.
Dang,
She is
yeah, I
adamant
mean,
that she and
what are
her
you gonna
mother
do?
want to stay in the neighborhood.
This is my
California
home.
laws.
This is where I grew up. This is my safe place.
I know, man,
And
but
I'm not gonna
I
let
see.
anyone take that away from me.
You tell people that
That's
you
what
love
she's
everybody.
battling.
No,
is
you
that
do not.
that memory, that safe space. That was a pretty strange episode. I don't know what to think about a couple of those stories. Like a couple of them just seemed like just squabbles, like, between neighbors. Like they didn't even need to start. But I guess that's what the show's about, really, right? So I don't know. Tell me what part stood out the most to you. What part you think was the craziest? Leave me a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And I got some other episodes you might enjoy if you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you next time. Peace.